on the channel, the rubber hits the road once again with the Major Bendy's Big Rubber Guys, Macho Man Randy Savage, Andre the Giant, and Andre the Giant Chase Edition.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Major Bendy's Big Rubber Guys unboxing and review. And today on the channel we got two of the greatest of all time in the Macho Man Randy Savage and Andre the Giant ×2. But for all your Major Bendy's and Big Rubber Guy needs, head over to MajorBendy's.com. Use discount code Kyle to save yourself 0%. But that's where you're going to find these guys. That's for sure. So I'm here for all the Big Rubber Guys. You guys knew I cut my teeth as a little kid with the LJN figures. So a lot of fun nostalgia around here. Very excited for the future of this line, as I say in every single Big Rubber Guys unboxing. Playing all the hits right here for me every single day. And another thing we're doing every single day is we're doing these reviews like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So we're going to start off with the old Macho Man, then we're going to dive into both Andre the Giants here. But old Macho Man, oh baby, look at this bad boy right here. This screams Macho Man. I mean, if I close my eyes and I think of the Macho Man, this is exactly what I think of. And the LJN back in the day, it was good. I just wouldn't say it was absolutely great. Man, if this was the one that came out back then, oh boy, watch out. That figure fed would have been a whole different ball game out there. And we'll, of course, compare it to that one later on in this video here. But a beautiful tan on the Macho Man, big bubble window, little artwork down there. Of course, Big Rubber Guys, Macho Man Randy Savage, you know who it is. Major Wrestling Figure Podcast right over there. We got the Big Rubber Guys up at the top as well. Major Bendy's Presents on the side. Then on the back, the checklist keeps on growing every single day. We've unboxed all of these on the channel so far. Of course, we just unboxed Ric Flair, Marty Jannetty, Sergeant Slaughter not too long ago. Now we got these guys. We got the British Bulldogs ×2 on the horizon here. We got all kinds of stuff going on, including Big Rubber Guys WrestleCon WrestleMania exclusive green tights. Macho Man will be unboxing that on the channel as well, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel here. But looking good, not a toy, ages 18 and up. You 17-year-olds, what are you doing watching this? Get the heck out of here. 18 and up on this one here. But it looks good. Of course, MajorPodMerch.com as well. Head over there for all your needs. But we're going to pull it out. And I do like the removable packaging on this one. I just got to find a good place to store all my packaging. That's the hard part, but I'll figure it out. I always do. Always do. We're going to pull this out right here, put everything back in. Pop Macho out, maybe. He's a macho and he's a man. That's for sure, the Macho Man. And I always liked the Macho Man. It's just, you guys know, he just wasn't quite the Ultimate Warrior. At the end of the day, not everybody can be an Ultimate Warrior. It's like there can only be almost one Ultimate Warrior. He never did die, as we do know. But the Macho Man, of course, retired by the Ultimate Warrior. We'll never forget that, of course. But here it is, the old Big Rubber Guy Macho Man. Oh, my goodness. He's got a smell to him. It's China factory chemical smell. We're here for that all day long. But it is something special about that smell out of there. And you guys, I've talked about it before on the channel. I can't really smell that good. So it is an overpowering smell. I'm sure it'll diffuse as time goes by. But kind of a nostalgic trip down memory lane, I guess, smelling your LJNs back in the day. But man, oh man, this one, it feels a little bit more rubbery, and you guys know I love my guys rubbery, and I love them even if they're extra big too. And a Big Rubber Guy that's rubber like this feels really, really good. We got some mobility in this one. Is a lot of the LJNs from, if you want to call the OSFTMs, the classic superstars, even the modern day AEW stuff, but harder plastic than the rubber on these guys right here. And this feels really, really good. And Macho Man feels a little bit smaller as well. Feels a little skinny, but guess what? Macho Man back in this time, he was this, I don't want to say a little guy, but a littler than a lot of the guys. Hulk Hogan in comparison, how about? But like I said earlier, this is the definition of the Macho Man around this time. Love the taped up fingers on this one. Of course, wrist tape on both sides as well. Giving that old Macho one finger up there looking really, really good. Of course, Fist of Fury over here. This would be a great playing Macho Man. You could do that dreaded eye poke if you need to. Of course, punches in bunches and that patented elbow drop if you needed to right there. But looking really good. You get into the face all day long. You know, it's Macho. He's got the neck kind of veins going on. You got the long hair, the orange bandana. You got those white ski goggles, I guess what we call them, looking really good. All day long, somebody cuts this head off, hands you the head. Who is it? It's Macho Man Randy Savage. You know that. All the way down to the trunks, of course, with the stars. Macho Man on the back, and then the yellow in the boots and the knee pads. Just absolutely Macho Man to a T. There is no doubt who this is. And I absolutely love the hot dog tan on this one. Beautiful, beautiful hot dog tan. Really pops against that orange. Just a thing of beauty here. A must-have for big rubber guy completists, of course, but also those Macho Man collectors. I could see this being one of the best-selling big rubber guys so far, and it feels like every big rubber guy's wave gets a little extra momentum, and eventually the bottom will drop out, but we see some of the secondary market just going absolutely crazy, and eventually people are going to get pretty much hip to what's going on, and we won't see that crazy lift in sale price on eBay and stuff after these go. But a guy like Macho Man, you got to think a lot of people missed out or didn't know this existed. They're going to have to pay up for it, of course, on the eBays of the world. But man, just absolutely fabulous on this one. Doesn't get much better as far as Macho Mans do go right here. A little hard to stand, but that's, I guess, kind of how the LJNs were. It would be nice if I could get him to... there we go. He's got a little back lean to him. He might fall over on me, but man, oh man, is this a good figure right here. Absolutely do love this one. And then, of course, you compare him to his old school LJN. Not terrible, but not great either. Of course, this is more of the Macho Man we probably think of. This is an early representation of Macho Man back in the day, of course, in the WWF. Would be nice to get maybe a third-party robe for these Macho Men, too. I never even thought about that till this right now here. But man, oh man, two amazing figures. This one for nostalgia, but this is the one we wanted. This is the one we played with in our mind when we were little kids. At least I did right here. So looking very, very nice. And then, of course, when you see this Macho Man, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I think of this Macho Man, the Hasbro Macho Man from back in the day. Very similar figures between these two. No Macho Man on the butt on the Hasbro, though. But man, oh man, an amazing Macho Man. That was one of the greatest Hasbro figures of all time. There's no doubt this Macho Man holds up at one of the greatest wrestling figures of all time. And it's kind of a little bit of tribute. It's kind of like a mix match of all these, I guess, in some ways. But looking very good. Very happy to have this Macho in my collection. Looking beautiful. Looking awesome. A must-have, if you ask me. But now we're going to turn our attention over to Andre the Giant. And Andre is the Chase edition right here. And when these went up for sale, we were like, okay, Chase, Andre, no extra Macho. And then we talked about it, the WrestleCon Macho. We'll unbox that in a separate video, so stay tuned for that. But we got old Andre the Giant, the first big true giant of wrestling, of course, Andre the Giant, in his patented black singlet, looking amazing right here. Little artwork down there, Andre the Giant, Big Rubber Guys, Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. 18 and up, 17-year-olds, I told you once, not going to tell you again, get out of here. Big checklist on the back. Like I said, we unboxed every single one of these. Same backing on all these figures. A great idea. Keep the cost down. Save money. I'd rather have cheaper packaging, I guess, and more reuse out of the packaging than I would the figures. Maybe that's just me. You guys tell me in the comments. But now we're going to get old Andre out of the package here. Andre the Giant. Oh, my goodness. And Andre, no stranger to the LJN-style action figures, as we do know. Got 3 different Andres in the old LJN Grand Toy days. And here's another one to kind of add to the list for us here. We got old Andre, and I love that Andre feels bigger and obviously looks bigger as well, as he is a giant. He should be much bigger. And of course, LJN, they always gave him kind of the squatty poses, kind of to get him in the packaging, things like that. This one standing tall, standing straight up. He's truly going to be a giant in our Big Rubber Guys collection here. But as I did say, the iconic black singlet on Andre. Of course, the black boots going on as well. And the opposite of the Macho Man in the tan department is he is pale as a ghost. Andre, let's see some sun every once in a while. He does got some smaller arms. He does got kind of a 2 claw hands going up like this. It's like, Andre, be a cat. And he's doing one of those kind of things. I don't know if that's what it's about there, but it's an interesting look for him. But I kind of see what's going on here. Once again, we'll compare it here in this video. Stay tuned for that. But we got Andre with this patented curly hair, those big old bushy sideburns, crazy big old eyes. He's got his eyes going out like that. and even showing a little bit of teeth. And his teeth, I would say, a little bit cleaner. Maybe they should have yellowed these teeth up a little bit, but it is a cartoony action figure. We understand how it goes here. He does got the pliability like Macho had, which is very interesting, of course, but looks and feels really, really good. I'm here for this. Not too bad, not too shabby at all with this Andre the Giant. Got 2 nipples poking out. It must be cold down here, I guess. Maybe I better turn that thermostat up just a little bit here. But looking very, very nice all day long. You know this is Andre the Giant. There's no mistaking this for anybody else. It's just not going to happen. And then I might as well get out the other one here. Of course, it's the blue version. Big rubber guys coming in hot right here. Looking very, very nice. Very cool. Very cool to see old Andre in the blue. And we're going to pull him out the same way we pulled the other Andre out, of course. There it is. And trying to keep it nice. You know me, I'm keeping the packaging on these. There we go. Stick that back in like so. Slide that back down. And a nice gentle off to the side. See you later. And there it is. The Andre boys right again. They could be 2 powerful twins in your fig fed if you wanted to. And obviously the same exact figure right here. Just one is in the blue singlet, one is in the black. How do you like your Andres? Do you like Colossal Connection Andre better? A very easy repaint here, but that's the name of the game. Let's get the most out of your molds. Let's get some extra sales. I see what they're doing, and I'm not opposed to it. I understand it all day long. Not bad. Not bad. I definitely prefer the Macho Man over the Andre the Giant here, but I like that they made some changes to your stereotypical Andre the Giant. There's no doubt, because Andre, they always kind of had him slouching, always squatting down. I wanted a true giant. I wanted him to feel like a giant over everybody else, and we do got that going on right here. As you can compare him to Macho Man, you can see there is a height difference, there is a size difference, and that's what's needed with giant figures, of course, as we know. But speaking of giant figures, how about the LJN black singlet Andre right here, looking very, very good. A very expensive figure from back in the day. Grand Toys is who made that one. Looking very good here, and you can see squatting down, making it look like he's just kind of sitting there. This one straight up in the air. But when I talked about not really being a huge fan of the Andre cat pose, well, it jogged my brain, and much like the Hasbro Macho Man, we go to the Hasbro Andre the Giant, and look at that. It's the same pose from that. I never picked up on that until right before this video, so that makes a heck of a lot of sense why they went this way. Both of these figures kind of a tribute to the LJN, but also at the same time a tribute to Hasbro, and I think that is pretty cool. That's a cool idea, an Easter egg for those that have been in the game for a long, long time. So 2 very fun ones in our big rubber guy collection. I'm here for it, and if you're watching this, you're probably here for it as well. And definitely very fun figures. You can still get these. I think they're going to have some at WrestleCon with the green Macho Man. Besides that, you're probably looking at eBay, things like that, Facebook groups. But get on this line before it gets going too far, as they got a lot of stuff in the works, a lot of stuff coming out, and you don't want to get too far behind, so you want to jump in while the getting is good. No doubt about it. But what are your thoughts on Macho and Andre? Are these pickups for you? Are they passes? Are they long games? Are they I didn't even know games? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell, so we got videos every single day and then some. And of course, we got 2 YouTube channels. You get early access to both those channels over on the Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this very YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. And there's a lot of content, as you guys do know. Appreciate everybody that subscribes to the old Patreon. Pro Wrestling Tees, pick up a t-shirt if that is your thing. Support the channel. And don't forget over at Barnes & Noble for the exclusive hardcover variant. And of course, Amazon for the soft cover. It is the complete guide to the Jakks Classic Superstars series by yours truly, a true labor of love. Almost 700 pages, thicker than a textbook in this day and age. Thank you guys and gals for supporting. And if you want an autograph edition, hit me up on social media. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for some big rubber guys, I'm Big Rubber Kyle. See you guys all real soon.